morning and welcome to Cooking with Sally J. It's a nice fall Saturday morning and my husband is helping my youngest daughter and her husband put a roof on along with other members of the family, so I'm cooking them tonight's supper, and I thought I'd make pumpkin cookies for dessert because that's nice and harvesty. So I thought I'd make a video since I haven't done one this week. My week got away from me and I don't know. So we're going to get started this morning. I hope your day is wonderful. Mine is. I've been getting plenty of rest. I hurt my foot this week and so kind of had to sit down and keep it up. So for pumpkin cookies, oh my goodness, I forgot one ingredient. I'm always doing that. Arrgh. Okay. The most important ingredient, chocolate chips. Okay, first of all, we're going to start with the pumpkin. So you need 1 can of 1 pie or whatever. Squash might work. I think it would change the flavor a hair, but it's up to you. So anyway, 1 15-ounce can of pumpkin, and just put that right in your beater, your bowl. Had plenty of sleep, and I was determined today not to have brain lapses and stuff, just to have a really smooth video. You know how that goes with me. Okay. Then you're going to put in 2 cups of granulated sugar. And then you're going to have a cup of oil. And I'm going to turn my machine on low to incorporate this stuff because it's smoother and it's better to do that. Okay. So then you want 1 cup of cooking oil, like Crisco oil, Wesson, whatever you use. I use Crisco oil because I like it better. Then you're going to do 2 eggs. If you want them ready ahead of time, fine. I'm going to mix that up really good. Okay, and then I'm going to add 2 cups of flour first. You know, some people might want to put it all in at one time, but I kind of don't, because when I do the other ingredients, it seems to work better. I'll show you in a minute, because I forgot the milk. So I gotta go get the milk. I'm gonna use almond milk. Not almond milk. What is it? Coconut milk. Okay, so typically I would use whole milk in this, but I've been experimenting this week, trying to figure out the foods that are good for my body. There's nothing wrong with whole milk. I mean, whole milk is very good for you, but I just never liked it. It's never agreed with my stomach. But I use it in cooking and it doesn't bother anything. And there's just some things you gotta have whole milk for, like corn chowder, fish chowder, blah, blah, blah. Well, anyway, I had a recipe that called for coconut milk for a smoothie, and I'm like, I don't think so, but I tried it, and there's no smell or taste to the coconut milk. Like it doesn't smell like coconut and doesn't taste like coconut. So in the smoothie, it was really good. So I experimented with, I baked some fish the other day. And I didn't tell Bruce. And I also made rolls, dinner rolls. And I didn't tell Bruce that I put milk in both things. And he did not notice the difference at all. So actually, I think the rolls were a little fluffier. And he thought that too. But as far as taste, did not affect the taste at all. So I said all that to tell you, I'm going to put coconut milk in my cookies today. So the next step, you're going to have 4 cups of flour, but right now I'm putting in 2 cups of flour. And this is a teaspoon of baking soda to 1 tablespoon of milk. And all you're going to do is dissolve the milk up and the baking soda together. Now the coconut milk is a little thicker than whole milk, but it doesn't affect anything. So I'm telling you, I will try it on Bruce and I first, but I am going to make a fish chowder eventually, and I'm going to try the coconut milk, but we're going to try it out on corn chowder first. Okay. So you're just going to put that in with your first 2 cups of flour. And like I said, if you decide you want to put all 4, fine. But I think the spices in it mixes up better if you divide it up. So then I'm going to put in a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And that still seems like a lot to me, but that's what it says, 4 teaspoons. So 3 teaspoons is 1 tablespoon. So 1 tablespoon and a teaspoon of baking powder. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And mix that up good. Yay. And then I'm going to add the other 2 cups of flour. I thought somebody was coming in and it was my stupid garbage can. It goes up and down on its own. Then I'm going to do 1 good cup, 1 rounded cup of chocolate chips. Yeah, that's too much. I thought that there wasn't that much left in there, but don't want to go overboard with stuff. You want 1 rounded cup of chocolate chips. And before I beat up the flour, I want the chocolate chips to go on top of that because it, I don't know, it just helps them not to break up so bad. My chocolate chips are always in the freezer, so also it helps them not to break up when you're cooking with them. So like nuts and chocolate chips and things like that, they stay very well in your freezer for cooking. You always gotta eat a chocolate chip, guys. Okay, so while that's beating up, I'm gonna get my workplace ready. That's done very well. I don't know what I do with my... Threw everything in the sink. Ah! Okay. So then all you're going to do is I get a pan that I'm going to line with parchment paper. This is what your dough looks like. Now this makes a lot of cookies. So, if you're wanting a cookie that's a regular, normal size, you need to use, well, a teaspoon works. I always used to do the teaspoons to drop them off by, but this makes them nicer, rounder. But if you want a bigger cookie, you can use the bigger one. But if you're watching what you're doing, remember this is doubling everything you're putting in your mouth. Okay, so I did not even spray the bottom of my pan. I did not do anything. Just put parchment paper on top of my pan, and then you're just going to scoop out I'm just going to show you here. I'm going to put 4 on, then I'll show you the difference with a teaspoon. I could get them a little closer together, but... So here's your regular teaspoon. The problem with the regular teaspoon is you don't have a clicker to click it out. You got to use your finger or a knife. So a teaspoon gives you the same as that spoon. But if you can purchase one of these, it is a bit better. My house has been really, really quiet this week. The missionary family that we've had staying with us went to the southern part of Maine for the week. They'll be coming back Sunday night. But you know what? I sleep better when my house is full. So, looking forward to seeing them again. I probably could have put a few of them a little closer together, but let's see, just get one for another row. Alrighty. Okay, so 4, 8, 12. So 20. I probably could have got 24, but you know. So I have my oven set on 350. The recipe calls for 375. I don't do well with 375 in cookies, so I am sticking with the 350. I put them on my top oven close to the middle as possible. And when they're done, we will be back. Okay, so we're getting ready to take out the last pan of pumpkin cookies. Probably should get both my things on. Right, so these would be cooked at, I cook them at 350 for about 12 minutes. These are a thicker cookie. I keep saying I don't know what that's about. These are a thicker cookie, so you, there I go again. They're a little soft in the middle, but they'll cook on the pan a little bit more too. So then they turn out like these. Pretty, huh? Okay, so if you've liked this segment with Cooking with Sally J and you've not already subscribed, just hit the subscribe button and you'll notice each time a new video pops up. I'm also on Facebook under Cooking with Sally J, and the video and the complete recipe is there also if you'd like to find it there. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope you try them. And if you do try them, just post a picture and say you did it and how you enjoyed them. Thanks. Have a great, great day.